Hey, you! Yeah, you! If you haven't noticed, I stopped uploading for about 2 weeks. Well, just under 2 weeks. Basically, me and my dad
Hello.
went to Alaska. So we weren't able, or I wasn't able, to post much. That's why we weren't. But today, we're going to be talking about our trip to Alaska in VR. I've already made a video once with my dad, and if you want to see that video, the link is going to be in the description. So, where do we start?
Airplanes.
Yeah, airplanes. We flew to Alaska. We went from Arkansas to Seattle to Alaska. That was my first ever time flying. Anyway, so when we landed there, and it's like, what time was it? Was it like 12?
2.
It was 2 in the morning, and we can't find the person who we're staying with's car. It's in this massive parking lot, and it felt like this. So once we finally found his car, we got in the car, and my ears are messed up. After I flew, I could barely hear stuff, and so I just went to sleep. We land there, it's like 5 in the morning, and so we went to this property to move a bunch of cars, a bunch of stuff this person had collected. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. It was like, here, stand still for a second. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff there, and some of it was really nice. There was a Model T, which is like a 102-year-old car. There was a lot of stuff, but so we went through, we sorted everything, we moved a bunch of stuff, we sold some cars, and at one point, we go and look at this place called Hatcher Pass. And also, if you don't know where we were staying in this place called Talkeetna. It's a very small town, and so we went to this place called Hatcher Pass, which is like a hiking place in the mountains. And we are just looking around at the mountains, and I see a bird. And I'm like, oh, I want to take a picture of this to show my family. So I get closer, I'm walking, and I just fall about 2 feet down. One of my legs are 2 feet in the snow. Like, it was terrifying. Ooh, I want to take a picture of that. And it scared me. I jumped, well, I fell actually, and it hurt. There was a bunch of like ice spikes that were at the top, and it like went in. My hand stung really bad on the palm for a while. Yeah, it was pretty crazy, but it was hilarious because I just all of a sudden fell and the ground wasn't there anymore. It was like this.
Hello there.
Yeah, that. It was pretty crazy. What else happened that was eventful?
We saw the mountain Denali.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of cool views in Denali. So when we left, we took a bus, and this, no offense to the person who's driving, I'll just say they were really smart. I'll say it like that. They, throughout the whole bus ride, talked about how this frog could freeze themselves in Alaska to survive a long time. And he was like, how we could make sci-fi real and fantasy real using this frog and harness its powers, and he just went on. And it was crazy. It was really funny. But it was a lot. It was like 3.5 hours. 3 hours and 50 minutes.
3 hours.
Yeah,
maybe.
It was long. My dad really likes cheese. Like, he loves cheese. Like, if he could pick, I'm not gonna do that analogy.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, he loves cheese. So that company also made a store called Fred Meyer, and they have a lot of cheese, like a whole, like little cart, bigger than a cart, thing of tons of different cheeses. My dad saw that. He was so happy. He got a bunch of cheeses. Very happy. That was kind of interesting. That was random. Is there anything else? 2 different places there that were special to eat at. One was Mountain High Pizza Pie. It was amazing. If you're ever in Talkeetna, Alaska, try that place. It's so good, and their root beer is really good. And then we also went to Latitude 62, right? Or is it 62 Latitude? And they had amazing
62.
burgers and amazing chicken. And it's a motel, right? Also?
Yes.
So yeah, if you're also in Talkeetna, you should also check out that place. It's awesome.
What about
What
the
else
museum?
Oh yeah, this is funny. We went to a museum in Talkeetna, and they had a scavenger hunt. So I took the scavenger hunt, it was like an hour-long thing. And eventually, at the end, I completed the scavenger hunt. I found all the things. And guess what I got? A pin. One little itty-bitty pin. I did it and I got a pin! All jokes aside, it was pretty fun and it was worth it. Alright, anyway. Anyway, hey. So another thing that happened there was it didn't get dark out in the summer. Well, it had like 2 hours of kind of darkish. So it was really strange because it'd be 11 o'clock and you look outside and it's completely bright. It's like what it looks like at 3 in the afternoon. So that was really weird. But then in the winter, it stays dark the whole day except for like 2 hours of daylight. So that's depressing. But also, their state bird is a mosquito. Here, if you didn't understand that, let me say it again. Their state bird is a mosquito. Like, what? Yeah, they're that big, and there's so many of them. So, if I had to sum this trip up in one edit, it'd probably be like this. Actually, the edit would be more like this. Over. That's funny. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else about the trip. So now I'm gonna show all the clips of Denali and even some secret stuff at the end. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.